Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome to Diego Knows. I am, of course, Diego, and we're going to talk some more about Sex and the City. That's right. That wonderful, wonderful show from the late 90s to the early 2000s. I'm Diego, and I have reviewed every single episode of Sex and the City. That's right. All 94 fucking episodes. Down the shitter. I already did it. It's done. Can't take it back. I already did it. I watched every episode and I reviewed it. But I have not reviewed the movies yet, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to review these movies and get this shit over with, okay? And then I'm going to go after your chick flicks once I'm done with this, okay? But I'm going to take my time and really dive deep into the whole lore of Sex and the City, the movies. Now, I can tell you right now, just from having watched Sex and the City, the movie again, recently here, it's not as good as the show. The show was better. I mean, there's some good plot points here, and they condense a lot of drama into a 2-hour movie. Whereas opposed on the series, they spread it out over many episodes. But here they condensed it all. Okay, so you're basically getting 4 years of story condensed into into one 2-hour movie. Okay, so the span of time takes over a lot more. There's some other differences as well. The music is totally different now. They're trying to sell CDs. Okay, you can tell. Okay, they're putting all these fucking pop songs in there, some chick flick. But some chicky pop songs in there, some R&B pop songs. Since when the fuck has Sex and the City ever been R&B, okay? It's mostly about white fucking Jewish women, rich women in New York. Okay, not exactly your hip-hop fucking audience. Okay, but they're trying to do that, okay? I guess so they don't get accused of something, right? So that's what they're trying to do, and it's so obvious that that's what they're doing. Also, they're trying to appeal to the younger women now, because these women are old. They're all in their 40s now, okay? They're all in their 40s now. And they're trying to get, they're trying to get the new generation to come in here and start fucking buying all the shit, okay, that the middle-aged women were buying, okay? So you can tell that they're trying to cater to that, okay? And once again, the show was written by gay guys. This movie was written by gay guys, gay guys, okay? So, once again, the straight man is not being accurately represented here again, which was my biggest concern with the show. My biggest gripe with the show was they did not portray the supposed straight men realistically, okay? And of course, they're doing that again here, okay? So I'm here to call out the bullshit. That's what I do here. The straight man's point of view, which means I do not bullshit here. I'm going to tell the honest God truth whether you like it or not. Straight up, baby, with no lube. Yes, that's right. That's right. That's right. No lube. No lube here. Don't even look for it. Okay? But that's what the world needs, okay? Nice and deep and real. Real. That's the motive word there, reality. Okay? I'm gonna give you a big fucking dose of reality. Okay? The real question is, can you handle it? Can you handle the truth? I don't think you can. I don't, okay? Because I want to blow up your freaking chick flick La La Land bubble, okay? Because that's where we are. We're in fucking lollipop land here, okay? I'm waiting for fucking Ryan Gosling and fucking and Emma, what the fuck, Emma, whatever the fuck her name is, to come dancing around through here. Okay, that's the world that we're living in. Okay, yeah, what the fuck is her name? Emma, you know fucking Cruella. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm waiting for them to fucking start dancing through here. Okay, because that's the kind of world this fucking is. Okay. Anyway, so this is part 3 of my review of this movie. Okay, I'm gonna do as many parts as it fucking takes, baby. Okay, I'm gonna get through this shit. Okay. And I'm not gonna miss nothing either. I don't want to come back and have to like redo an episode, okay? Because I left something out, okay? So anyway, so where we left off is Big was just cooking fucking Carrie her meal because that's what he does. He's either cooking her food or he's taking her out somewhere expensive to eat because that's what he does. And of course, he's gonna pay for everything. So they decide to get an apartment together, a penthouse apartment. And by they decide, it means that she decided she wanted the apartment. Okay, so they're gonna buy the apartment, and by they, I mean he's gonna pay for the fucking apartment. All right, she's not gonna do shit. Okay. So they decided that, and of course, then Miranda actually told Carrie some interesting things. She's like, "Hey, listen, if he buys it, he owns it. That means if y'all break up, he's keeping the fucking penthouse, and you're gonna be out on your ass." Okay, which is where, I mean, that's where she was when they first got together, right? I mean, she had her own little apartment, okay, but she was not living the lifestyle that she's living now. It kind of helps to have a fucking multimillionaire boyfriend, doesn't it, Carrie? Yeah, you don't have to stay in your fucking rat-infested apartment anymore, do you? No, you get to stay in his fucking palatial apartment, don't you? Isn't it nice to have a fucking super fucking rich boyfriend? Of course, the show's not going to mention that shit. It's all about the love and who's the best at fucking, and who's the most romantic, and all that kind of shit. And who's the most popular? That's what this show is throwing at you. This is what's important, okay? Is he sincere? Is he honest? Does he love you? Okay, well, get the fuck out of here. It's more like, okay, is he fucking rich? Can he fucking provide you with a fucking superficial lifestyle so that you don't have to fucking work and still live like a fucking queen? Will he fucking do what you say? Okay, will he stand behind your fucking girlfriends because your relationships with them are a lot more fucking important than they are with him? Okay, that's the real concerns going on here. Is he gonna fucking pay for everything? Is he gonna buy me my fucking shoes? Because if he's not, then he ain't the one. But if he does, then you're the one. Exactly. That's basically what it is here, okay? And unfortunately, that is realistic. Okay, so anyway, so that's where we are here, okay? We're in Lollipop Land, and of course, Big can't live without Carrie for some fucking reason. My best guess, I mean, they're a good couple. I like seeing them together. My best guess is he's scared of being alone. I don't know why. I mean, Jesus Christ, fucking Michael Douglas, when he fucking hooked up with Catherine Zeta-Jones, she was like 30, and he was like, what, 57? So like, what the fuck? Come on, dude. And you're better looking than Michael Douglas, okay? That guy's about as good looking as my asshole, all right? So, yeah, I mean... Okay, well, I guess you want Carrie. Okay, fine, you want Carrie. Just go with it. I'll just go with it, okay? You're going to settle for Carrie, okay? All right. And, of course, that means that by settling for Carrie, by making her your one and only, you have to buy her a lot of fucking shit or else she ain't going to stick around. She'll guilt trip you, okay? You can fucking buy her the most expensive dresses, take her to the most far away Caribbean, European islands, the most expensive restaurants. You can do all that fucking shit. She's still gonna complain that you're not a good enough boyfriend. She's still gonna fucking complain. And now you're gonna buy her a fucking penthouse in Manhattan, and she's gonna complain that it's not good enough. Why don't you ever do anything good for me? Yeah, that kind of thing. Okay, so now you know where we are. Okay, I already set the mood. Okay, so where we are right now is Charlotte, Lily, and Harry are having breakfast. Okay, they're having breakfast, okay, because Carrie already announced to her girlfriends that she's getting married. She already asked Samantha to be her maid of honor. Samantha says she'll do it, though she doesn't really want to. She doesn't want Carrie to get married, but she says she'll do it. So anyway, Charlotte, Harry, and Lily are having breakfast. Lily's a fucking 3-year-old Asian girl, and their fucking dogs are there. The fucking Liz Taylor and her fucking puppies, they're not puppies anymore, but they're all there. And Charlotte's going through the newspaper, okay, because we used to read the newspaper back then. Remember, this is 2008, okay? The internet hadn't quite taken over the way it has now, okay? And she reads in there, and she looks in there, she's like, ah! Of course, everyone stops what they're doing, and she sees an article in there in the nuptials that Carrie is getting married. So she's all excited here, like Carrie's in the newspaper now about her upcoming wedding to Big, okay? So she immediately calls Carrie to let her know, and Charlotte says, and she starts reading it. Now Carrie's in Big's apartment. Of course she is. She's not in her apartment. Her apartment's a piece of shit compared to his. Of course she's at her boyfriend's apartment, right? So she's sitting there and talking to Charlotte, and Charlotte's reading the newspaper. She says, the ultimate single gal, Carrie Bradshaw, will be married in Manolos to New York financier John James Preston, a.k.a. Big. Come fall. This proves that there can be a happy ending over 40, okay? Now, one thing I do like about Sex and the City, at least they point out the ageist issues that women have, okay? I didn't really think about that too much until I started watching Sex and the City, okay? But women do have, I guess I just didn't pay attention to it because I was a young man. But now that I'm older, I see it now. I see it a lot more now, okay? The girls that fucking rejected me. I was an average guy. I always have been an average guy, okay? Although it doesn't bother me. I know what I am, okay? But the girls that like rejected me, like in high school, The ones that I was crazy about that fucking wouldn't give me the time of day because I wasn't rich enough, I wasn't good looking enough, I wasn't popular enough, all that kind of shit. Okay, those girls are the ones that are begging to go out with me now. Those same fucking girls, okay? And the reason for that is because ladies only have like a certain window where they're at their highest sexual market value, when they're really pretty, when the guys are all hitting on them. And by guys, I mean old guys, young guys, everyone, okay? They're all hitting on, even women are hitting on them, okay? They're only in that spot for a short amount of time, maybe 10, 15 years maybe, if you take care of yourself, okay? But these women will get replaced, and you don't see that because in Hollywood, they always advertise the up-and-coming women, the young women. They get them ready when they're really young so that in the next several years, they can take over, okay? They always advertise the rising stars. They never advertise the falling stars, okay? So one day you can have the hots for some woman, and then without even thinking about it, okay, another woman is hotter now, and now you're thinking about her, okay? And it's gonna be, and unless you're paying attention to this, you're gonna be, wait a minute, whatever happened to what's her name? I used to have the hots for her. Well, and then you look her up, oh shit, she hasn't been in a movie in fucking 5 years. Oh my fucking God, what is she doing? She's fucking doing Dancing with the Stars now. What the fuck? This bitch was in a fucking movie with goddamn Brad Pitt 10 years ago. And now she's doing Dancing with the Stars? What the fuck happened? She's on a soap opera now? What the fuck, dude? That's what happens, okay? Because they're only there. They only have a limited window to make it, to become a big name, okay? And the actresses, okay, the actresses that do have the talent, that do make it, okay, they'll stay there a little bit longer, but eventually they're going to get replaced too, okay? At one point, Jennifer Aniston was on top of the world. She's been replaced. She's too old, okay? Look at fucking Cameron Diaz. That bitch was on top of the world for a long time. I'm talking from the 90s until the fucking early 2010s. Okay, and now she's been replaced. Now she's had to fucking retire because nobody wants to give her any jobs anymore because all she was she was the pretty fucking girl. But now she's too old. So now she got replaced. Now you got Anna de Armas now. Now you got fucking Anya Taylor-Joy now. They're taking all the roles. Now you got Margot Robbie. You got all these new girls taking the spots, and you've forgotten about the other generation, The fucking, like who? Like, you know who I'm talking about. Like whoever the fucking was hot 15, 20 years ago. They're gone now. They're gone now. Okay, they're doing other shit now. They're retired. They're doing a TV show. They're fucking, they're not on top of the world anymore. They're not on the cover of the magazines anymore. You see what I mean? Okay, they've been replaced. Okay, and that's what happens. That's what happens with these women, okay? So the women on the show have been replaced. Okay, they were actually, honestly, they were replaced when the show first started in 1998. But now that it's 2008, they're really replaced, okay? They are really replaced, okay? So what happens to them when they're that old, okay? They can't really be leading ladies anymore. Now, there are exceptions to this rule. I mean, every once in a while, you will get your fucking Meryl Streeps, okay? Or your Helen Mirrens, shit like that. But those are women whose talent wasn't just based on their looks. If it had just been their looks, they wouldn't still be working. They're too fucking old and unattractive now, okay? But if they've got more than just their looks, if they can sell it, if they play the Hollywood politics correctly, that means they know the right people, they go to the right parties, they vote correctly, they do all that shit, then they're going to be continue to get work, okay? And they got talent, okay? But there's very few women that meet all that criteria, okay? If you made it in Hollywood because you're fucking super good looking, that's it, okay? You've got a very short shelf life, and then you're out of there. Look at fucking Kate Upton, for example, okay? There's a perfect example. Kate Upton, gone in a flash. Beautiful as fuck, but god damn it, what the fuck? She's just another pretty girl. There's nothing behind that, okay? And that's what happened to these women. So now we're finding out, well, what happens to these women when they're not fucking leading women anymore? This is what they're doing, okay? They're old. They're fucking old, and they're fucking, and they can't get the guys they used to get, okay? So what do? So you create this fictional show to make them feel good about themselves. And in this fictional show, they're all gonna get fucking the tens when it comes to men. Okay, the richest men, the most professional men, the best in bed, the best looking, all that kind of shit. That's what these women get. Okay, it's a fucking fantasy. It's not fucking real life. Unfortunately, a lot of women look at this. Okay, and I'm not concerned about like the women that are watching this because I think that most of them know better. I'm talking about the young girls that were watching this shit. The 13-year-olds, the 14-year-olds, the 17-year-old girls are watching Sex and the City and think this shit's real life. Oh, it's preparing me for the real dating world. Now I know everything because I watch Sex and the City. No, all you know is how to fucking buy shit you can't fucking afford, okay? And unfortunately, the real life is not Sex and the City, okay? It's not. It's not. Okay, what's real life is what I'm telling you right now. That's real life. It's a bitter, hard pill to swallow, isn't it? But it's the fucking truth, okay? Now, don't get me wrong, man. We get our own problems, shit too, okay? Okay, we don't have it perfect either, okay? But just because it's a man telling you this right now doesn't mean it's not true, okay? I don't bullshit here. I'm gonna tell you the honest to God truth. If you don't like what I have to say, that's fine. You don't have to believe me. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna lie or I'm gonna fucking sugarcoat shit, okay? Like I said, straight up, baby. No lube. I do not fucking lie here, okay? Can you handle the truth? That's what I said earlier, okay. So anyway, we find out that Big's real name is John James Preston, okay? They reveal his full name in the article. Okay, Big is in the apartment. He's actually listening to Carrie while she's on the phone with Charlotte. Okay, and Carrie's like, hey, our wedding is on page 6. You know, and Big is like, well, who put it there? Which is a good point. I mean, who put it there? Like he just wanted to get married to Carrie because that's what Carrie wants. Carrie wants to get married because when they move into this apartment, you know, if they get divorced or if they break up or something, he's going to keep the apartment to himself and she ain't going to have shit. So it's like a financial thing. Like, okay, well, if I sell my old apartment, I can put that into this new penthouse. That way, when we get divorced or break up, you know, I got rights to this place. He can't just keep it to himself. And she thought of this because of what Miranda told her and because she went to that auction where some fucking models, Billy and her boyfriend, fucking kicked her out and changed the locks in their mansion so that she left her out on her ear. So she had no choice but to sell the millions of dollars of fucking jewelry he gave her before he dumped her ass. Okay, yeah, she's the victim. Okay, so that's going on here. All right, meanwhile, Carrie's got a meeting at Vogue. So the next scene, she goes to Vogue, because remember, she does freelance work for Vogue. She works for Candice Bergen. You know Candice Bergen and Murphy Brown, okay? Well, on this show, Candice Bergen, her character's name is Enid Frick. Okay, she's the editor at Vogue magazine, the one that, there's another editor too, but that guy tried to sexually harass Carrie once, so she doesn't work for him anymore. She just works for Enid Frick now when she's there. And not only does she write articles for Vogue, for Enid, she also hooks up Enid with fucking bachelors too. Because Enid is old and she's not attractive and she can't get laid. And it pisses her off. So basically, Carrie's like her pimp too. Her fucking stud pimp, you know? Stud fee. She doesn't pay her a stud fee though. That's the other guy. That's Robert. Ooh, Robert, ooh. Remember him? Blair Underwood? Okay, we're not talking about him though. We're not talking about him. They got rid of him already. Okay, so anyway, she's there for her meeting and she thinks that Enid wants to give her an assignment as far as interviewing someone. They're doing their age. I guess they do an annual age issue where they talk about old fucking women. I don't know, I don't fucking read Vogue because I'm not fucking gay and I'm not a woman. But apparently they do an annual fucking thing where they talk about old ladies or shit. I don't know. The annual age issue. Yeah, they do an annual age issue. Okay. And she's like, she tells Carrie, we want you to do 40. And she's like, okay, well, who do I have to interview? She's like, no. We don't want you to interview someone. You are 40. She's like, no, it's you, Carrie. You're 40. And the brilliant twist about the story is, you're getting married. You're the bride. You're 40 and wait for it. You're also the bride. You'll be in a bridal couture. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, Carrie. So spare me the whole week of faux soul searching. Faux. God, they use the word faux. Yeah, it would be a fucking fashion magazine that used that word. So spare me the week of faux soul searching and just say yes. Okay, it's gonna be Vogue everything. She's like, well, you mean I'm gonna be in front of cameras and they're gonna put makeup on me? I'm gonna wear super expensive dresses and I'm gonna look absolutely beautiful and all the cameras are gonna be on me and I'm gonna be airbrushed and I'm gonna look fucking gorgeous and the whole world, including my friends, is gonna see me. I don't know if I should. I don't know. You know, basically, yeah, that's it. Okay, and she says like, it'll be Vogue everything. It'll be a sensation. We're calling it The Last Single Girl. And Carrie's like, well, Enid, I'm hardly the last single girl. And she says like, no, but 40 is the last age a woman can be photographed in a wedding.